Hey, it's Johnny with How I Make Music, here today with a tutorial on how to create subtitled podcast audiograms using a service called Video. What is a subtitled podcast audiogram? It's one of these.
Hoping that he can overcome his red flags.
Ignore the fall line.
Okay, so we've all seen these things before. This is when you have a clip of your podcast and you've got captions and a little bouncing waveform so that people can visually see what you're up to. The service we're using, the service I use to create these audiograms is called Video. It's by far the best service that I've found so far, and I've tried a number of them. We'll do a comparison a bit later on. So today, a little bit technical, I'm going to get into how to create these audiograms so that you can share your show and reach people who are scrolling through their feeds and don't want to turn the volume up, but still want to know what the show is about. First step would be to sign up for a Vd account and then also to create a new project. I assume you'll be able to do that on your own, and I'll take it from here. I'm going to upload the audio to Vd and choose a format. So the format over here is going to be, I'm going to go with the YouTube format, 16:9. This is the default layout. It's already given us a space for podcast artwork and also a waveform. Let's start with the podcast artwork. What we can do is replace it by, you can replace it in the image tab on the left, or you can just drag in your own artwork as I'm going to do now. Vd is super convenient. You drag in any file and the whole screen goes blue, and then it uploads it for you and drops it where you wanted it. You can easily reposition it. Very intuitive stuff. You'll notice that there is a difference in color between the background of this podcast artwork and the background of Vd. You can easily change the background color of Vd by going up here to settings and then going to background color. Click on the little paint bucket and you can change it to your own hexadecimal value, as I've done over here. I happen to know that that color is 222222. It's useful to keep track of your own brand colors so that you can repeat them. I mean, I'm a total nerd, so I like to memorize them. The next thing I want to do is add some text. Text is pretty easy. Click on text on the left. Go to headline title. It's black on black. We can't see it. So I'm immediately going to change the text style to white on black. Pretty easy. Click and drag it up there. Let's change that. Double click on it to edit it. That looks quite nice to me. Let's just position it so that it's central and in line with the image. Sorry about the background alarm. I live in South Africa. I don't think I need to explain more. Now I've clicked on the waveform and it's given me style options over here. You get a number of styles. There's the circular ones. Pick one that you like. This is a little this is the one that I generally use, and let's stretch that out to here. Cool. What I'm trying to do here is just create a 1 minute time selection instead of the full episode length. Because I imported the full episode, you need to tell Vd that you don't want to caption the entire episode, you only want to caption 1 minute or so. Your promotional clip might start at 13 minutes and 4 seconds. You'll have to find that in this blue clip and then make sure you click and drag the start point to exactly 13 minutes and 4 seconds if you want that to start there. Right, let's see how this looks so far.
Discomfort
That's pretty good.
in some people.
Okay, good. Now what we want to do is add captions. First thing we do, well actually subtitles is a better way of putting it. Click or double click on the waveform and then go up to the subtitles panel here. It detects that you're trying to subtitle audio, and so you have the option to auto subtitle. Then you can select English, and you can also select which one of your audio clips you've uploaded if you're uploading multiple. Start. That should take a minute or two. Cool, the subtitles are done. Let's go back over to subtitles. Okay. So what we've got now is this bottom panel has the blue layer, which is audio, and it has these purple clips, which are the individual speaking segments. Let's check that out. Oops. Let's check this out.
Discomfort in some people.
Okay. Two problems. One is that the subtitle is incorrect. It should say discomfort in some people. And the other problem is that the waveform is overlapping the subtitle. Pretty easy. Double click on the text you want to edit. discomfort in some people. I'm going to put a ... there to convey that some time passes. Good. Let's try that again.
Discomfort in some people.
A lot of background music. Let's say, for example, I don't want this text. I record the whole soundtrack. I don't want that to be visible until, the contributor starts saying it. No problem. We can click on this clip over here, and you can right-click on it and say split element. It's going to split it wherever your mouse cursor is, and that allows you to insert a pause. So what I'm doing here is I'm scaling it back. Let's try and see that again.
In some people,
and no speaking.
I record
There.
the whole soundtrack for.
And that's the result that we want. The other problem we had was that the waveform was overlapping. So all I'm going to do there is just raise that up a little bit. But that's just a layout issue. You're just going to want to rearrange things until the layout is correct. Yeah, and that's basically it. From here, you hit export and you follow the steps to export your MP4 file. Now, while we're on the topic of different services, I have tried a number of them, including Headliner, which is the most popular one that I found, and I really struggled to do things as easily as I can do with Veed. There were issues with layout, things were unintuitive, and it just felt overpriced. I also used another service called Wavve, Wavve, and that had a similar service, but it also just wasn't working for me. It wasn't as customizable. For example, you were able to upload audio but not video. And for some of these audiograms, what I actually want is a video of myself and the contributor speaking. And Wavve wasn't able to do that. Video is the best service that I've found so far. So I can recommend it. Thanks very much. That's all for this episode. And stay tuned for more tips on how to create your boss podcast and share it with the world. Bye for now.